Chrisean Rock is yet another character in the story that seems to have some kind of connection to the manner in which the story is being told. If one were to take into consideration the current state of circumstances, it would appear that the situation is getting a great deal more complicated than it was in the past. The fact that Chrisean Rock is unable to pay Blueface a visit while he is incarcerated is the trigger that causes her to get so angry. At the moment, Blueface is serving time for the crime he committed. At the present time, Blueface is being held accountable for the crime that he recently committed. Why does she have the right to feel the way that she does? That is the question that has to be answered. On the other hand, do you believe that this is merely one of the repercussions that his actions have brought about as a result of the actions that he has made in relation to his actions? I am of the opinion that this is a really precarious circumstance, and I cannot wait to find out how everything turns out in the end. Without a shadow of a doubt, this is a very serious circumstance. Regarding the veracity of the allegation, there is no way to dispute against it. In light of the fact that this discussion has come to an end, which of the following do you believe will take place, according to your beliefs? If you were to ask me, I would say that they have made a prediction that is quite bold. It's hard for me to believe. I am able to comprehend the reasons that you have for having the opinion that you have, to the extent that I am doing my best to be absolutely honest. Over the course of the previous several months, Blueface has been confronted with a significant number of difficulties, and it does not look that he is making the most excellent and prudent choices at this time in relation to his circumstances. Nevertheless, do you believe that there is even a sliver of a chance that he might be released from jail and make a change in his life that is for the better? The answer to this question is yes. Do you think that it is even feasible for this to happen? Nevertheless, on the other hand, is it possible that it is already too late for him to take any action that would be appropriately appropriate? It is very evident that you have a caring point of view, which is definitely one of the distinguishing features of your perspective. There is a possibility that Blueface will be able to bring about a change in his life, despite the fact that he has been facing a great deal of difficulty. This is actually something that can be accomplished. Given the circumstances, there is a good chance that he will be successful in achieving the goals that he has set for himself. It is imperative that every single person be provided with the opportunity to have a second chance and the capacity to make better decisions in the future. Make sure that they have access to this information. There is a strong proposal that this be made available to each and every person on an individual basis. Are you of the opinion that he is receiving the necessary assistance that he requires in order for him to be able to make a difference in the world? On the other hand, does he spend a considerable amount of his time doing nothing but being someone who is themselves? When it comes to achieving that objective, there is no question that it is a difficult undertaking to undertake. Not a single doubt exists regarding that. It is highly possible that you will have a very lonely experience, especially if you are confined for an extended period of time. To add insult to injury, it could be challenging for you to acquire the assistance that you require in order to bring about great improvements in your life. Having said that, it is not completely out of the question to take into consideration the recommendation that was made. It is possible that he could discover the assistance that he needs within himself. But according to your point of view, the assistance that he needs must come from a location that is not the correctional facility. In both of these circumstances, is this the case? Unquestionably, that is an excellent and perceptive view of the problem. There is no doubt about that. In other words, you are suggesting that he might be able to find the support he requires within himself while he is being held in custody, and that this might be beneficial to him in the event that he is released from jail. However, this is only a possibility. Taking into consideration that point of view is a very fruitful method of looking at the challenge that you are currently confronted with. Are you of the opinion that Blueface is capable of bringing about those changes on his own, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the power and drive that he possesses? Given this, what are your feelings on the matter that is currently being discussed? There is also the potential that he has the intention of consulting with a third party at some time in the future in order to seek assistance from them. As a matter of fact, I am able to take into consideration the reasoning that lies behind each and every one of the statements that you offer. If we want to bring about big changes, it is not always something that we are able to accomplish on our own. There are times when it is necessary for the entire community to work together in order to make a difference, in order to reach the desired goal. If we want to bring about significant changes, we must work together.